She cried and climbed during the trial, but the god of transformation thought she was tenacious. She was greedy for money, but the god of transformation thought she had a personality like him. She fell asleep when she was about to become a disciple, but the god of transformation thought she was generous and unconcerned. So the gears of fate began to turn, and she, who should have been the heroine's top cannon fodder, suddenly became the apprentice of the world's #1 sword cultivator, Sisi. What? You said I was a tool. You should have asked my 5 senior brothers first. The main text begins below. Clouds and mists linger. The sky is clear and the air is refreshing. The breeze blows, and my heart is cold, looking at the mountain trail that can't see the top. Sisi's eyes are full of tears, and she just wants to curse. If she is given another chance, she will definitely seal her mouth with glue and never complain about the author again. After 4 years of college and 3 years of online classes, she finally graduated from college, found a job, and went to work 3 days later. There were 3 days of rest time, and she was bored and read an old Mary Sue novel called All Men in the World Love Me to Pass the Time. The book tells how the heroine Yan Wuxiwa fought back step by step from being a slave's daughter, blossomed with brilliant beauty, and attracted a group of outstanding male cultivators in the cultivation world to be infatuated with her, to be jealous of her, and to bang their heads against the wall for her. This is a melodramatic 8 o'clock drama story. That's fine. The key is that the first cannon fodder female supporting role in the book is called Sisi, who has the same name and surname as her, not a single word different. Sisi is the lady of the master's family who served the heroine Yan Wuxiwa when she was in the mortal world. The Xia family is rich. After knowing that their daughter has spiritual roots, the Xia family parents took great pains to send their daughter to the sect to cultivate immortals. They were afraid that their daughter was too young to take care of herself. Under Yan Wuxiwa's various cries of "I can't bear to be separated from the lady," and "I will definitely take good care of the lady," they spent a lot of money to buy a quota for Yan Wuxiwa and sent her here together, hoping that Yan Wuxiwa could take care of their daughter. The master and servant encouraged each other to pass the road to heaven. As a result, after the spiritual root test, Yan Wuxiwa was a single with heaven's spiritual root, and was accepted by the Danfeng Peak Master as a personal disciple. However, the original owner was assigned to the outer sect because her spiritual roots were too mixed. 4 years later, the Danfeng Peak Master suddenly accepted the original owner as an inner sect disciple and sent her to serve Yan Wuxiwa. After asking around, the original owner found out that it was Yan Wuxiwa who pleaded for her, and the Danfeng Peak Master made an exception to accept her. She was happy and grateful, but she didn't expect Yan Wuxiwa to take her over just to use her as a drug tester. At first, the original owner couldn't understand it and resisted, but everyone scolded her for being ungrateful, vicious, and shameless, and no one helped her. Later, the original owner was moved by the truth, kindness, and beauty of the heroine, and died happily in the drug test. After the original owner died, Yan Wuxiwa cried bitterly, causing a group of male cultivators to feel distressed, and they took the original owner out and scolded her. The author's explanation for this is that the heroine was forced to test the original owner's medicine in order to promote the development of alchemy, for the sake of justice. Although the original owner's sacrifice was regrettable, it was worth it for the progress of alchemy. Didn't you see that the original owner also enjoyed this process? After reading it, she complained bitterly in the comment section. If you want to try the medicine, try it on yourself. What the hell is it to use others to fulfill your righteousness? After complaining, she went to sleep. As a result, she became the cannon fodder female supporting role of the original owner as soon as she closed her eyes and opened them again. Now is the time to embark on the mountain climbing road and accept the entry test. The wind blew, echoing in the mountains and forests, and it sounded like a ghost cry for death in Sisi's ears. So, should she continue to go up the mountain now? Sisi was a little entangled. Go up the mountain. 4 years later she might follow the plot, become Yan Wuxiwa's medicine man, and die tragically in the end. Go down the mountain. She is not the original owner, and she is not ready to face the original body's parents. Moreover, she always felt that Yan Wuxiwa killed the original owner to erase the stain of the past, and did not want people to know that she had been a maid for the original owner. The various righteousness written in the book was just a beautification of the heroine. She quit, but Yan Wuxiwa would definitely not quit. Yan Wuxiwa's narrow-mindedness might harm her when she gains power in the future. By then, she will have no ability to resist. Staying here might give her a chance of survival. Anyway, there are still a few years before the original owner is killed. There is no rush. At worst, she can run away in advance. Miss, are you tired? How about I take you away? A sweet voice interrupted Sisi's thoughts. She raised her eyes and saw Yan Rushue's beautiful face. Although she was only 10 years old, she was already charming. The original body was only 6 years old this year. She was young and didn't understand. She thought Yan Rushue really wanted to take care of her and trusted Yan Rushue very much. But she saw the impatience in Yan Rushue's eyes at a glance. Sure enough, from the moment Yan Rushue proposed to come and take care of the original body, her purpose was not simple. Sisi frowned delicately, imitated the tone of the original body, and said coquettishly, "But climbing the mountain is so tiring. I can't even see the end. My feet hurt so much. Why don't we go back? My parents are still waiting for me at the foot of the mountain." As she said that, she stretched out her chubby hand to pull Yan Rushue's arm. Yan Rushue reflexively shrank back, met Sisi's puzzled eyes, and forced a smile. How can that be? The master and the lady spent so much money, begging for the opportunity to enter the mountain gate for you. Young lady, if you give up because of a little difficulty, how sad the master and the lady will be. Miss, if you are really tired, just sit here and rest for a while. Wait for me to go up first, and then find someone to come down to pick you up. After saying that, fearing that Sisi would pull her again, she climbed up in 2 steps, and soon, she left Sisi far behind. She knew Yan Rushue would not quit, but there was no need to avoid her like a flood and a beast, and she didn't even try to hide it. Sisi, rolling her eyes, she looked around, and saw that the mountain road was full of people climbing up. Tianyi sect, as the largest sect in the cultivation world, recruits disciples every 10 years, and each time it recruits disciples, it is very grand, and the people who want to join the mountain gate can fill the market at the foot of the mountain. Not everyone is qualified to enter the mountain gate, and they must go through a preliminary screening first. After the preliminary selection, a group of people will be screened out, and the remaining people will be qualified to embark on the mountain road for the test. Everyone knows that it is not easy to get a chance to be tested, so they work hard and no one will give up easily. After a while, several people have surpassed her. Looking back, she has gloriously become the first place, and the last one is. Pounding her short legs, Sisi's face was full of tears, and she gritted her teeth and rushed up. This body is only 6 years old this year. Since birth, she has never walked a few steps on the ground. She has been carried by servants when she goes out. She is raised like a white doe. The original owner of the book was able to climb up, all thanks to the halo of the heroine. Now that the heroine has left her behind with the halo, she has to rely on herself. Climbing is really tiring. She has never felt so tired climbing a mountain. My feet hurt, too, and they must have blisters. I want to cry. Then she really cried, crying and howling, and her chubby hands wiped her face from time to time. Her face was covered with blood. Research shows that crying can relieve tension, anxiety, grief and other emotions, and can improve people's tolerance to pain. Check Baidu. Anyway, she is a child now, so she can cry if she wants to. She can't cry all the time, because crying for a long time will cause brain hypoxia and physical fatigue. So, after howling for a few times, she stopped crying and continued to climb with her head down. She can't stop. It's okay to keep climbing, but it's hard to climb again after stopping. So, such a wonder appeared on the winding mountain road, a chubby and white little girl with double buns, sticking out her butt, using her hands and feet to climb up like a snail, and crying from time to time to protest. When everyone thought she would not be able to hold on and give up, she miraculously surpassed one child older than her after another, slowly approaching the top of the mountain. This perseverance is rare. In front of the water mirror, the head of Jianfeng Peak stroked his beard with one hand and pointed. This girl is very much to my liking. The cultivation realms in this world are divided into Qi refining, foundation building, golden core, Yuanying, Shenhua, Yanqu, fusion, Mahayana, and crossing the tribulation.